write a note on the Marxist concept of equality.
Welcome YouTube channel Context.
Answer. In the Marxist-Leninist philosophy, equality is defined as abolition of classes and equal social status for all. It denotes identical conditions of people in a society, but having different contexts in different historical epochs and among different classes. In liberal society, equality has been taken as equality before law, while the exploitation of man by man, economic and political inequality and the actual absence of rights for the working people remain intact. Liberal theory proceeds from the right of every man to own property, but the main thing, relation of the means of production, is not taken into account. As Marx wrote, we want to abolish classes, and in this sense we are for equality. Similarly, Engels wrote that the demand for equality has either been the spontaneous reaction against the crying social inequalities, against the contracts between rich and poor, feudal lords and serfs, slaves and masters, serf, fitters and the starving, or the demand has arisen as a reaction against the bourgeois demand for equality and serving as an agitational means in order to stir up the working class against the capitalists. The extreme inequalities of the Stalin era were largely overcome by raising minimum wages, socialization of the means of production, uniform wage fixing, a relatively standardized supply of consumer goods, etc. Similarly, social and political control over the process of basic foodstuffs, fares, rents, etc., helped greatly in achieving economic equality. Difference in status and income were also mitigated by welfare facilities and services available to all citizens, such as free medical care, creches, day nurseries, etc. Considerable progress was achieved in the equality of women. Again, in 1956 all the tuition fees were abolished in educational establishments, a systematic large-scale development and promotion of educational facilities enabled, at least in law, any Soviet citizen to receive education suited to his needs and ability. However, the political field offered a different picture. The system of government remained centralized and authoritarian, and the whole apparatus continued to be controlled by the Politburo of the CPSU. This group virtually controlled the means of production and distribution of national resources, formulated ideological policy, and manipulated public opinion through strict control over press, radio, and television. This prevented the masses from becoming fully aware of the prevailing inequalities and their implications. Toleration of the most diverse opinion is essential to the principle of political equality when comparing the extent to which such a demand has been met in the liberal or in the communist regimes. On the Soviet model, one finds that the latter is lagging far behind.